Good morning, my fellow trucketeers. I say morning, I say that in a loose term because it is currently 9:45 and I've only just started my day. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Today is July 19th, which is Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. That's the one. I knew it was a day of some sort. And we are currently up in Nantwich. Usual customer. But I've got a little story for you. Because things have not gone to plan this week so far. Why is this guy letting me out? He is. I need someone behind to let me out though. That's a problem. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Thank you very much, sir. Right. So, story for you. So, Monday, it was a day. We had to go. We had to take a trailer from the yard. We finished on Saturday, so we had to. I had a later start Monday, which was nice. So I had to take a trailer up to one customer to get a load of pallets taken, just empty pallets taken off for them. Then go to another customer, pick up 4 packs of MDF. These are both in Bridport. Then drive off to Weymouth to go to a place to go click up 5 fuel bowsers. Now, what was not told, there was a bit of communication missed somewhere. And the fuel bowsers are actually full of fuel, about 5,000 litres of it. So unlimited quantities, you're allowed to carry up to 1,000 litres without hazardous or without ADR. Any more than that, you need ADR. So of course, the first question I was asked, do you have ADR? I'm like, nope. So that one was cancelled. So I just had to So I just had to carry on up the road and go get these bits of MDF off up in Reading. That was fine. Got there, got them off. They were on break when I got there. Not a problem. So as break was done, they were unloading another truck. But I sort of went and said I only have 4 packs. I said, yeah, just nose in the gate, we'll take them off. Great, got me unloaded quicker than I thought. Ideal. And then I went off to a place near Thatcham, near a little place called Beanham. And there's a place there where we collect things from that I deliver the things. Got there at 3:10 and they're like, we're not going to load you. I'm like, why not? It's 3:10. Do you work half part-time or something? And they're like, can you not see the queue out there? I said, yeah, I'm fully aware of the queue, but I'm still here at 3 o'clock, so why can't you load me? Oh, because we finish at 4. Right. Cute. I remember my first paper round. So that completely threw a spanner in the works. So that was supposed to be loaded for Christchurch, and I was supposed to get down towards Christchurch yesterday, being Tuesday, and have a late start because I had a late drop last night. So yeah, my boss is trying to figure out what to do, throwing a few things about. In the end, he said, right, just park up somewhere nearby and go in the morning, start at 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, that's fine, no problem. So started at 8 o'clock, went there, went to load up. There was a massive queue of trucks again, about 8 trucks in front of me, so I had to wait for all them to be loaded. I was there about 2 hours to be loaded, so it was gone 10 o'clock by the time I left. Slow down. Yeah, so by the time I got down to Christchurch, it was 12:30. Got to the first drop, which had 3 pallets. They were loading their own trucks, and then there was another truck in front of me with a full load. And I said to the guy, I've only got 2 lifts, because it's 3 things, but one of them was stacked up on top of each other, so it was 2 lifts, but he didn't want to let me go first. So fair enough, whatever it is, what it is. So I spent half hour there. Then went to the next customer, which had 19 packs, and they probably got them off quicker than I was sat at the last place. Yeah, there was that. Then I had to race to Bridport to go trailer swap with someone because I had to load up at a place. I wouldn't have had time to load up, so one of the other drivers loaded up and I swapped trailers with him. I had to have a 45-minute break to get up here. I had to be here in Nantwich for 9 o'clock for a 9 o'clock booking. Not a problem. Needed a 45-minute break, maybe about 25 minutes late, and then there was a roadblock or something. The rolling roadblock on the M6. The police were catching a criminal of some sort. There was a good 8 of them there. So one of them stopped all the traffic while the others sort of done is it a T-pack remover or something, where they all surround the car and then bring it down to a gradual halt. Yeah, no, they done that. So that wasted me a good 5 minutes. So by the time, oh, nice indicating van, well done, good effort. If you was indicating, I might not have pulled out then. Yeah, so by the time I got up here to my customer, it was 27 minutes past 9. Okay, not a problem. I started at 8 o'clock, so I can work until 11 on a 15. Usually with this customer, I'm in and out in an hour, literally 1 hour. Every time I've been here, from driving in the security gate to driving out the security gate, an hour, 59 minutes, an hour and 2 minutes, all that. So I sat in there for an hour before I was even called up. It was 10:24 last night. So he called me and I thought, great, okay, he can get this off and I can just race down to that little lay-by I pulled out of. It's going to be tight, I might go over by a few minutes, is what it is. So he pulls me and I park up, he says, right, we're just going to unload this other truck and then we'll get on you. I was like, could be an issue there. He said, what? I said, I'm out of time at 11 o'clock. He said, can you have a break? I said, yeah, for 9 hours. So, yeah. So, instead of just tipping me first, they just said, no, we're not going to tip you. So, nightmare, absolute nightmare. So, obviously I've had to get out of there. I parked up at 11:45 last night in the lay-by I pulled out of. So, not too bad. So, obviously rang my boss at 10:30 at night. He wasn't too pleased. Not because I rung him, but obviously because they wouldn't tip me. So it's had to be rebooked, and it's been rebooked for this morning for 10:30. So I've had a late start this morning. So 9:30 I've started, done me checks and everything. And now, because I've had to turn around, I've driven down here, turned around, going back up there now. So I should be there for 10 o'clock, 10:01 on the dot. And yeah, hopefully they'll tip me this time. Well, they should do, because I've got a reference number and a booking time. So yeah. Otherwise, I would have been up in St Helens by now, loading steel to go back down to Bridport. But that's all right. It just means it's going to be moved on later. So, all because one customer didn't want to load me at 3:10. It has completely screwed up the rest of my week, pretty much. So now I'm going to have late finishes all week. I've got to get the van over this weekend because I've got a chiropractor appointment. I would say I'm seeing my parents, but they're not there, so we're going to just go in their house and stay in their house while they're not there because I'm on holiday. And yeah, fun times. So yeah, one customer just like, no, I had it twice last week as well. 2 customers. Well, one of them said, yep, it's after 3:30, we're not loading you. Well, yep, I was like, oh, whatever. So yep. And then because of that, I ended up being late to the next customer. They took forever to unload me, and then it meant I couldn't make the one at Creeksea, which I know the cut-off is 3:30, so we didn't even attempt to go there. So yeah. What is it with this 3:30 cut-off? It's no good for us truck drivers because we work a full day, you know. The thing is, it's not just a case of, oh, I get to park up early. It cuts my hours short, which means I get paid less. You know, my boss did say, you know, make sure you bang on. No, because yesterday, Monday, yeah, I only done 10 hours by the time they told me to, by the time I'd parked up and that. So my boss said make sure I put on a couple of extra or whatever, which is good of him. But yeah, it cuts my hours short. I could have quite happily done 14 hours that day. You know, that was an extra 4 hours pay. So it's not a case of them stopping me for the night, it's a case of them costing me money as well. And then again the other day, it's just completely thrown a spanner in the works. They could have quite happily stayed on for an extra half hour and got me loaded. And the 2 other trucks they turned away as well. So there was one truck next to me, and they said to him, we're not loading you. There was one truck in front of me, they said, we're not sure yet, we'll come back and let you know. And they told him no. So yeah, not good. So yeah, that's ruined my week so far, and my boss's week obviously, because there's going to be potentially one less load we can do this week. Right, we're nearly back at the customer. I'll see you in a minute. Well, we're in now. We're all booked in and everything, and yeah, I won't say where we are or anything, so I'm sure you can figure it out. It's obviously not these guys' fault that I got turned away yesterday. It is what it is, you know, just run out of time. But like I said, it's just one customer being a pain. It's caused yesterday would be quite a stressful day. I knew it was going to be a long day, but yeah. So I had to load up, then run down to Christchurch, get both of them unloaded, meet another driver then, and had to load my trailer, and then try and get up here for 9 o'clock, after starting at 8 o'clock. So, and then I arrived half hour late anyway, not a lot I could do about it, and then they just took a bit longer than usual to get me in. I guarantee today it's going to be an hour, isn't it? An hour in and out, and that's it. Yeah. So, late start of the day, late finishes all week now. Like I say, it's not these guys' fault. They got to do what they got to do. I mean, they could have helped me out a bit and unloaded me first, then the other truck. The thing is, the other truck was a container, so it takes a lot longer to unload them, because they got to go in through the back for each one, rather than just pop off the side. But there you go. Never mind. So we're in now. Gonna get it done. Anyway, I don't know if any of you noticed, but there's something new inside this cab. Something new. I don't know if you'll notice it. Obviously, yeah, I know about the sign, but something I'm going to be doing a review on this video at some point. So we'll probably do this. We'll probably get to St Helens, and then we'll probably cut for the review of said item. Some of you might have spotted it already. You would have spotted it in that camera as I was driving along. So yeah, we'll do a review on that in a bit. See you when I'm unloaded, I guess. Alright, heading now back into the daylight. So it's not coming down on my shutter. There we go. Yeah, hour and 15 minutes there. I'm not quite at the gate yet, so probably about an hour and 16 minutes. So, if it was that quick last night, I could have been in and out and parked that lay-by pretty much bang on my 15 hours. But wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. Just said to the mate in there unloading me, and he said he don't understand why they didn't just quickly whip the pallets off of me and let me go, but yeah. I said I could have dropped the trailer as well. I did say to him, you know, how about I drop the trailer and pick it up in the morning, but that obviously wasn't an option either. Never mind. Never mind. Like I said, it's all done now. No issues. No dramas. Just half a day behind now, still. Could have essentially caught up last night, but now that's just pushed me behind them again, so never mind. Oh, boss. There we go. Oh. Oh, thank you. Got it, yep. Cheers. Cheers, have a good one. Which way are you going? You're going right, okay. Squeeze on out for here. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. So I could have been at least half loaded, if not fully loaded at the steel place by now, if not heading south. But yeah, not too much of an issue. I will get the stuff back down south today because I can work until, what do I start? 9:30? So what time can I finish? Of course, got to do maths now. Don't normally start that late, so I don't have to really think about it. Ugh. Yeah, so I can work until midnight tonight, which I don't really want to do because, yeah, it's quite late. But we'll see what happens. So I don't think I'll actually get this steel unloaded at the customer today because, well, they'll want to go in about 4 or 5, something like that. That's their normal finishing time, I think, somewhere around about that. And yeah, I'm definitely not going to be down there for then because it's going to be 12:15 by the time I'm at the place to collect. So I've got the code for their gate, so I can let myself in, drop the trailer off in there, and then potentially go to the yard and collect another trailer for taking somewhere. So that's probably what's going to happen, I think. So do a bit of a trailer swap later on tonight. Anyway, we're going to head on up to St Helens. I will see you a bit later. So we're nearly at customer now. Coming in a different way to what I normally do, but that's fine. It's don't know. I know there's roadworks going on the other bit of road because it screwed me up last time because I had to loop round the roundabout instead of turning right. They've blocked that off, so I had to come back on myself and go over a silly little bridge and then cut through a little housing estate to then get to where I needed to go because the diversion was a bit too long. But I assume it's bringing me in this way because of them roadworks. They're probably doing someone else there at the moment. It's causing bother. Last time I left it was right on school closing. School closing time. So it was horrendously busy trying to get out. Well. We're nearly here now. Like I said, I've not come in this way before, so the customer's going to be on my right rather than on my left. Hopefully I don't just drive straight past them. We should be alright. We're only 4 minutes away. Go collect a load of steel. I think they got a new forklift driver at this place, or he was just one. Maybe the normal one was off or something, and then this guy was just doing it because he wasn't too happy about the fact it was being loaded on a curtain sider because it was all big sheet steel, 8 foot by 4 foot sheets. So it had to all be like slid to the centre of the trailer. He was like, she wants to bring it on a flatbed next time. I'm like, that's not really possible sometimes. We sort of come up here with what we need for that job and then we'll come and collect from here with whatever we have. So, yeah. Like what I delivered had to be on a curtain side or it can't go on a flatbed, so yeah, tough. Alright, let's go right down here. This is different. Hopefully it doesn't get too tight down here. This could be interesting. Dodge all the parked cars. I don't know why I've never been bought in this way again. Like I said, it could be to do with the roadworks. I'm pretty sure I've never come in this way before. I'm sure there's a reason why. Let me go. Yeah, good man. Cute. We'll figure it out when we get there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure it'll be fine. We're at a place called Clockface apparently. It's a weird name. Feel a little bit rough today. Not. I think that's it. Not like rough, but I just feel a bit bleh because my hay fever was really bad again yesterday. So I've had like a good month from not suffering at all, and then all of a sudden yesterday it's just come and punched me in the side of the face. I've had a bit of an achy gum over the past week as well. I don't know whether I've got a wisdom tooth coming through or not, but a bit of an achy gum for the weekend. Not too bad, but manageable. Just occasionally it's just like, oh. Then my hay fever yesterday was like, nope, we're going to make you sneeze all day long. So I'm a bit achy from that. But we'll survive. Alright, now we got to go down here. There's a blue sign there with a limit on it of some sort. There's a truck going down there, so we'll follow him. Weight limit 1400 yards ahead. Well, that doesn't affect me because that's down that way, so that's all good. That's good. Yeah, it's absolutely fine coming in this way. If anything, it's better coming in this way. Don't know why it's never brought me in this way before. Might be just because of the area I came up from, maybe. I don't know. Something usually when I come down this way, I'm on the motorway, that side of St Helens or something, so that's why it's probably normally brought me in the other way. Well. We've done well. We have done well. Anyway, I said earlier in the video about something new in this cab. It's a new TomTom, brand new one. As of recording this video, I'm not actually allowed to tell you about it because I've signed an NDA. But by the time this video is actually released, I will be allowed to tell you about it. So, yeah. I'm going to film the review a little bit later of it, but then I'm going to splice it into this video right about sort of now-ish when I've stopped here. So, yeah. Usual faultless driver guy's here. Good man. Good man. He'll come around and talk to us in a minute. So yeah, the new TomTom. It's a 7-inch TomTom Go Expert Plus. So I'm going to do a review on that in the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to splice it into this video right now. Hello my fellow trucketeers, how's it going? I have a review for you. Look at that, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Anyway, TomTom have approached me and have asked me to do a review for you of their brand new TomTom Go Expert Plus. Now, they do it come in two models, so it comes in a 6-inch and a 7-inch. They have sent me the 7-inch, and they have sent it to me in this premium pack. And it's packed full of loads of features, so we'll get it unboxed. I've already had it out of the box because I've been using it to give it a try. So we'll get it out of the box, and I'll show you what's in there. Right, so here we go. Here's the box for the TomTom. So we'll just take the sleeve out. This is the Premium Plus pack, so it comes with a few extra bits. So first of all, we'll undo this box, which has in it a little carry case for the screen. So obviously you can take it out your car and take it away of you, so it's not left in your car for someone to see. And it's nice and padded, so it'll protect the screen nicely for you. And then in the actual box itself, we have the instruction booklet, which tells you everything you need to do, how everything works, la-di-da. But we're male, so we don't need to read that. So inside we have the TomTom itself, which is the 7-inch version. It does come in a 6-inch. It's quite nice. It's sleek as usual. Comes with two pads for you to put on your dashboard, so you've got a nice flat level surface to put the mount onto. Unfortunately, in a DAF truck, there's no flat surface to actually put these onto, so it just has to get stuck on the windscreen in there. So we have the usual mount itself, so it's similar to some of the others. I think this one doesn't have quite as much movement as the old ones, but it is what it is. We'll manage with it, not a problem. It's quite a nice mount because it clips in and it magnetises in, so as you can see on the bottom clips in there and it just magnetises nice and sharp. It's quite a strong magnet on it, so it don't just fall off. Charging cable, and this is one thing I applaud them for. Now comes with USB Type-C. I'm so happy that these things come with this because it's nice to have a standard. So USB-C is a great move, well done. And the other thing that's great is you have your 12 volt adapter, but it comes with two USB slots. So as well as running the TomTom, you can also have something else plugged in, like charging your phone, etc. Great move, ideal. Because a lot of them just come as single, which is no good because you have multiple devices these days. Anyway, let's move on to the review of the product itself. So why should you choose the TomTom Go Expert Plus? The TomTom is very handy, as in you can set all your vehicle dimensions, so your height, width, length, weight, and that will then help you avoid areas that you cannot go in with your vehicle. It'll help you avoid width restrictions, height restrictions, length restrictions, as well as weight restrictions. So as we go here, we go across onto settings and onto my vehicle. You can set all the dimensions of your vehicle as well as the speed limit of your speed restriction of your vehicle as well. And as well as that, you can also set for dangerous cargo. So you can also avoid bridges and that you're not allowed to go through when you're carrying ADR or hazardous goods. As well as setting dimensions of your vehicle, you can also go onto routing and you can also avoid ferries and car shuttles, toll roads, unpaved roads, carpool lanes, motorways, tunnels, county borders, and the new feature, you can also avoid low emission zones. So if you have a vehicle that's a bit older and it's not allowed in low emission zones, set that and it will not send you there. So as most of us truck drivers don't like driving in London, set that and you won't be allowed to go in there. It won't route you there.
Unless you got a delivery there, of course, because you never know. And as well as setting the dimensions of your vehicle, in the third quarter of this year they are releasing an update which allows you to set and save vehicle profiles. So if you're in a job like I used to be, where you're jumping between different vehicles, and for ease of use you can set and save different vehicle profiles in your TomTom, which will make it a bit quicker for you to then set up your TomTom for different trailer sizes or different vehicle sizes. So with the TomTom, if we go set a route, we'll set it drive to work, so we'll route it to our yard and we'll accept the profile. It will then come up with select routes, and it will also tell you how much traffic is on said each route that is available. So we'll click drive, it will automatically select it for us, and then you can see we have 16 minutes of traffic ahead of us. We can scroll down on this and we can see where the traffic is. You connect your phone via Bluetooth to the TomTom and it will give you live updates of traffic. So you can scroll down and you can see where all the traffic is. Not happy with the route? Click on the traffic. It will preview the traffic and you can click up the top there and you can avoid the traffic and it will take you to a different route. That's very, very handy, and it can save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle trying to find somewhere to stop before you run out of driving time. Another cool feature of these new TomToms is enhanced visual cues. When you're approaching a turning, as well as the audio cue telling you to turn left in so many yards, turn left, it'll also come up with chevrons that flash up across the screen quickly, just to give you a little glimpse. Because sometimes we all know we don't always like the audio stuff on, or we can't hear it because we've got the radio on. So the visual cues is a nice little eye catcher, which will also help you not miss your turnings. So as you're approaching a roundabout or turning, it will give you chevrons across the screen, whether you're going left or right, or whether you're going straight on the roundabout. It will show the chevrons in white first, and it will show you in yellow as you're pretty much at your turning. Also with that, it also gives visual clues for speed cameras, so it will flash up white on the screen quickly to let you know there's a speed camera there, as well as the audio cue. If you're going a little bit faster than the speed limit, or you're in a 40 limit approaching a 30 limit with a speed camera, it will also flash up orange or red if you're going a little bit over that speed limit. The other visual cues you get is when you're merging lanes. So if a motorway splits two lanes, one to the right, two lanes to the left, it'll also do a sweep across either right or left, first in white, then in yellow, as you are approaching where the road splits off, to then help you get in the correct lane in time. And then finally, with the visual cues, it then also shows you as you're approaching your location. So as you're coming up on your location, it will flash up white, say you're approaching your location, and then it will flash up green as you arrive. I quite like this feature, as I find I sometimes miss the audio cues, so the visual cues is just enough to catch my eye to let me know that something's coming up, and then that way I don't miss turnings. But if you find you can't get on with this feature, you can quite easily turn it off. Go onto your maps and display, click on visual cues, and turn on and off select visual cues. So you can turn on and off the maneuvers, so when it turns you left or right. You can turn on and off the speed cameras where it flashes up before a speed camera, or you can turn on and off your arrival. So if you find that you don't get on with this feature, you can turn bits of it off or all of it off. It's entirely up to you. So with this new TomTom, it is as easy to update software and maps as ever. Click on Maps, download Maps, as well as Europe, which you can select which country you want to update in Europe, whether you're traveling a continent or not. But you can also add other countries and continents all over the globe. So wherever you are, you'll be able to find where you're going. Now with the TomTom Go Expert Plus, they have brought back the ability to be able to customize your colour and theme of your maps. So you can change the theme colour. You can change your route colour. And you can also change your map colour to suit your taste. Now other features include moving lane guidance, so it will give you a visual clue of which lane you need to be in when you're on a multiple lane motorway and all the lanes are going off at different places. It will help you keep in the correct lane much easier, as well as also ease of use voice control, so you do not have to touch the device while you are driving. All you have to do is say, "Hello TomTom,
I'm listening.
Go to work."
Finding a route to work.
And you can also ask it other options and it will help you get to where you're going without needing to touch the device. Along with all the other features and the large vehicle routing with this TomTom, it also has live road restrictions. As you drive past a restricted road, it'll actually show an icon on that road to show you what the restriction is, whether it's height, weight, length, width. Keeps you updated and it lets you know ahead what the restriction on that road is, which is very helpful. The layout of the TomTom has always been very nice and it's very intuitive to use. All the options and menus are very easy to find, everything's easy to find on it. It's a fantastic bit of kit. I've always been an avid user of TomTom and I think they're definitely very, very easy to use. Now this TomTom is their newest, most powerful TomTom they've brought out to date. I think it's a very good bit of kit, otherwise I wouldn't be reviewing it. I've always used TomToms and I've always liked them. So if you like the idea of this new bit of kit, which I think is very good, then there will be a link in the description below of more details about the product and also where you can buy it from. So I hope you like this review. I hope it was informative enough for you. And yeah, go pick one up today. Great bit of kit. Take it easy.
Well, hello boys and girls. What time is it? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock it is now. Got a 15-minute break in. Didn't really need it at the moment. I mean, what time do we start? 9:30. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So I got to 3:30 before I needed a break, but I've had one now, so I can carry on for a bit longer. We've got 3 hours driving time left, so we're gonna do as much of that as possible. And then, well, that's for my first 4.5 anyway. And then we'll continue on. Get as far down as we can. I got a full load of steel on, about 25 tons, so not too bad. It's not too bad a load. Somewhat central, some of it's a bit awkward to strap up, but we got it done. That's the main thing. So this is all going back down to Bridport, which I will get there tonight, so I have plenty of time. It's just a case of what I'm going to do with it, whether I take it back to the yard or whether I take it straight to them and drop it off and unstrap everything. Got to take one of the straps off because it's my own strap. I ain't going to take me this way today, are you? Okay, it's going to take me this way this time. So I think this way is the quicker way to the motorway. Nope, there's a truck coming, so I was turning in, so I will go. Otherwise I will be in his way. Cheers, buddy. Whew. Quite toasty now after that. It's 20 degrees out there, so summer's trying to claw its way back a little bit. I think we are going to be having a heat wave soon, so we'll see what happens with that. We will see what happens with that. And the question is, where's this going to turn me off at? Is this going to turn me off at the road next to the school so I can go up through over that little bridge again, or is it going to try and take me down the roundabout and then potentially find out that one side is still closed? I don't know. It's been a few weeks since I did that. A few weeks? 2 weeks. It wasn't last week, was it? No, it was the week after. A week before even. So 2 weeks ago was the last time I came up here on the Friday. Friday? I think it was a Friday, wasn't it? I can't remember. Might have been a Thursday. Who knows? I've slept multiple times since then, so, you know. Right, let's try to take me right here. Not this one. In this corner, then right. There's a low bridge there, but we'll see. 4.2. Hold on a minute, it said 4.2 metres but 14 foot 3. So which is it? 4.2 metres is less than 14 foot 3. I'm going to continue down the road, see what we see. It's not that busy at the moment, so we will soldier on. Right. Many hours later, stop and this, that and the other. So we barreled down the M6 without any issues. Went from the M6 to the M5, a little bit of traffic around there as there always is at the moment. I joined the M5 around Birmingham, Went into Frankly Services, had a 30-minute break there because I had a 15-minute break earlier on in the day. Yep. Stopped there, carried down the M5, almost crashed into a van. I say crashed into a van, almost crashed into me. He was in the third lane and then just wanted the second lane and just came across. I was next to him. I wasn't even like just back. I was literally next to him, so I had to move out of his way. Like the idiot. Air horns didn't mean anything to him. Obviously, he just didn't care. So luckily, no one was on lane 1. I'd moved over because people were slowing down for the exit, so of course I moved over. And then after we get past the exit, then I'm sort of ready to move over, and then those vans just started coming over on me. So Wally. Anyway, we are now down in Bridport. It was currently 7:45 in the evening, and we're going to go drop this trailer off, undo all the straps, ready for them to unload it whenever they load it, bobtail back to the yard, go collect trailer 4, which is the silver curtained trailer, or grey, or whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to go head down into Cornwall as far as we can. We've got to go collect some spuds for tomorrow to go take up the swap with Carl. Brakes are getting a bit hot and a bit squeaky along here as well. Use the engine brake as much, well, pretty much as much as I can, but you still need to use the service brakes anyway because the hills are too steep for the engine brake to hold you back enough, or to even slow you down. So yeah, they get a bit warm and squeaky along here. Every time I come here, they end up stinking and just generally being hot. Right. Got a few motorcycles behind us, just make sure they try not to overtake me as I'm turning in there, because that'll be quite painful for them, I would have thought. Give me window down. There we go. Really need to start trimming the hedges back down there. Ooh, have it sticking right down. Oh, what pain. That sun is not helping either, that's right in my way. Yeah, I can't see down here at all, so I'm just going to have to go down and hope for the best. They ain't going to trim them yet, because obviously birds are still nesting, I think. I don't know. Can't trim them at certain times of year, I think. I don't know the ins and outs of it all. Alright. What's coming down there, mate? Some trailers coming around, alright? Yeah, we're all good. Trees hanging down a bit as well. Yeah. Trimming the trees. Right, we'll leave that there. I will see you when we're back at the yard. Alright, we are just coming down in the yard. So we got all the straps off and whatever, and then had a 45-minute break. I've had my dinner and everything while I was there. So I'll keep on my food intake at a regular interval. I'm not changing my eating habits. So I'm not sort of gonna have dinner at like 12 o'clock tonight when I decide to stop, because I've got 3 hours and 4 minutes driving left for the day. No, 3 hours and 6 minutes, sorry, which will put me at exactly 12 o'clock. But
we'll see how we get on. The further I get tonight, the better it is tomorrow. Gives me, I can get further up tomorrow. That's sort of the plan anyway. We'll see what happens. Looks like my boss is probably still going to be in the yard. So I go in there and pick up this trailer. Race on down to Cornwall. Do you like my last video, the one where I done the POV coming into the yard? I might do another one, but coming in the other way. So you see me coming in down the way I just came in. We'll see what happens. I know some people like them, some people don't, so each to their own, I guess. Alright, there's a trailer we're grabbing. Oh, there's my old truck. Jason's truck. TomTom's truck. That's my old one there, N555. Do miss that truck. But overall, I prefer this one. Alright. Bit of a squeeze in there by the looks of it. Got a load of concrete on 2 other trailers. Alright. Just get under this, hitch up, and off we go. Got it. We are attached. Yep, definitely attached. Right. Let's get hitched up. It's me, boss. Alright. So, we are all hitched up, ready to go. Spoke to the boss, he's going to try and figure something out for us. Turns out, this farm is exactly 2 hours and 59 minutes away from here. Which, I mean, I could get there with about 6 minutes to spare. I'd probably make up a bit of time as well, because I normally make up a bit of time going this way out. So I could get all the way there tonight, but I don't know if I want to get that close. I mean, that'll bring me to like midnight. That'll be a midnight finish. I'll probably stop before then. I'll probably stop somewhere near Cornwall Services on the A30 maybe. We'll see. Thing is, I don't want to. Yeah, because I'm going to have a late start. I got disturbed quite a bit this morning, so obviously traffic started building up because of everyone going to work. So I don't really want to stop and leave by other gangs. It'll get quite noisy quite early on again. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So we're going to go climb up this hill and that, and then head on down. I'll probably see you in a couple of hours, and it's going to be dark as well because it's 9:03 at the moment. So yeah, my truck is just about to tick over to 811,000 kilometers. Just crawl up this hill for a bit. This hill is always fun when you're fully weighted, because it's a hell of a crawl, especially first thing in the morning when we come out of the yard. We got a fully weighted load on it. It's a bit of a crawl up this hill. Yeah, you will be down to like 5th gear, and if it's wet you will spin, so it's best to put it in manual, keep your momentum going as best you can. But because we're light, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't know whether they're permanently changing this road layout or not, I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out one day. Anyway, I'll stop rabbiting on. I will see you a bit later. Bye for now. Right, here we are down in Cornwall now. We've driven for quite a bit. It's now 11:15, so by the time we stop and do our check, you know, have a quick check around the vehicle and everything, it's going to be near enough 1:30 by the time I've done my paperwork. So 14 hours for the day, I'll do.
I'm very, very tired now. Although I didn't actually get out of bed till about 8:30 this morning. I've pretty much been awake since 5:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, from traffic and whatever. So, yeah, well, very much broken sleep since 5:30 anyway. Did try to go back to sleep, but it didn't really work. So, obviously we're coming off here at Cornwall Services, but we're not going to stay in Cornwall Services. We're going to go stay around in R&R and Conway Bailey's little trailer storagey bit, because we're allowed to. So don't you go park in there, because like I said, you will get told off. I've mentioned this before. Yes, so very tired. Gonna pretty much stop, have a quick walk around the vehicle. I'll probably have a yogurt or something. I've got a couple of yogurts in the fridge, so I might have one of them and then go to bed. I don't fancy staying up too long. And then 11:30. I can start at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hopefully it'll be nice and quiet, and it's generally quite quiet down in Cornwall Way anyway. Trying to find somewhere to park, you'll always find somewhere. It's not like other parts of the country where after a certain time you just ain't going to find a lay-by or anything, whereas down there you're almost guaranteed to almost find somewhere to stop. I've never had any issues with it anyway. Too fast past these guys, they're probably trying to sleep. Probably just woken them all up. Sorry. So I'm just gonna go pull in there and stop for a night. There's a few people in there, so we'll try and be a bit quiet. There's a few of them in there. Quite a few trailers as well. God, puppy. Puppy. Just tell me to reverse people off as well. I'm sure they don't want that going on all night. Oh no, there's one of our flats here. Alright. Come on, reverse lights. Can't see where that trailer is now. No, there it is. That's better. I can see where I'm going. Not that you can see too much, probably. Right, I'll turn the lights off so we don't disturb everyone too much. Hopefully we haven't disturbed them. So I'm going to go out and have a quick check of the vehicle, make sure everything's all good. Just have a general look around, do our paperwork, and then we'll go to bed. It's 11:20 now. Very tired. Alright, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. It's entirely up to you. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you nothing. Leave a comment. And yeah, share a video with somebody you think might like it. Take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around, my Jono. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbyes.